Before I give you these 6 ChatGPT prompts that can 10x your output, I want to thank Semrush for sponsoring this video. And this actually fits into the topic perfectly because it's one of the biggest mistakes people make with AI, thinking prompts alone are enough. They're not. A great prompt pointed at weak data still gives you a weak output. And that's why Semrush's new MCP server is such a big deal. It lets AI tools like ChatGPT, Claude, Cursor, VS Code access real data directly in your workflow. This is a game changer for people who are starting businesses and need to know all the data for their business. So instead of asking AI to guess, you can use real keyword data and competitor analysis insights for content research planning or whatever else you may do. That changes everything because now AI is not just giving you ideas, it's helping you make better decisions going forward. For example, instead of saying, give me YouTube video ideas, you can use AI with a real search and SEO data to uncover the better keyword opportunities, the better content angles, and understand what competitors are already doing so you're grounded in reality. That means less AI hallucinations, less fluff, less switching between tabs, and a more powerful output. And I really think that's important. The people who win in AI are not just asking better questions, they're feeding AI better data. Turn AI from a chatbot into a research assistant. So whether you're doing keyword research, content planning, website integrations, competitive analysis, or building smarter workflows. The nice part about Semrush's MCP server, it's already included in your Semrush One toolkit, so there's no extra cost, no add-ons, and no weird setup. So if you want to check out Semrush, check the link in the description, and thank you so much for sponsoring this video. Without further ado, let's hop into the ChatGPT prompts that you're looking for, starting with ChatGPT prompt number 1.
All right. So most people who start a vending business are guessing. They guess what machine to buy. They guess what location, what products to stock. In this video, I'm giving the 6 ChatGPT prompts, as I said. And no, AI will not build your business for you. You still need to make the calls. You still need to talk to business owners. You still need to buy vending machines. But ChatGPT can help you think faster, organize better, and make smarter decisions. So let's get right into prompt 1, as I said. And that first one is right here on the screen, generating new location ideas. The first thing beginners struggle with is finding locations. So instead of staring at a blank page, you can use this prompt, which is here. And all these prompts will be at the end of the video. You could scan the QR code and you can have them directly on your phone, paste them right into ChatGPT and use them for yourself. So simply put, act as a vending business location strategist. I'm starting a vending business in my local area. You could add in your area if you'd like. Generate 25 location categories and 100 specific business types I can contact. Focus on places with employees, foot traffic, waiting time, hunger, thirst, and convenience. Tell me why each location could work, what machines fit best, what products may sell, and give me each one an A, B, C rating. And this is going to help you stop thinking about one perfect location and just build that pipeline, start making the calls, start reaching out. Vending isn't about luck. It's about getting in front of and talking to enough qualified businesses. So jumping right along, prompt number 2 is finding real businesses near you to contact. Ideas are good, but contacts are what's going to make you money in this business. You can use this prompt here, and I'll read it out loud. Act as a vending location researcher. I'm starting a vending business near my city or zip code. Give me a search plan using Google Maps, Yelp, LinkedIn, and business directories. Give me exact terms, the best business categories to search, a spreadsheet format, a 1 to 10 scoring system, what information to collect, and a daily lead goal. This is really going to turn things up in your vending business. Instead of saying, I need a vending location, you now know I need to add 30 businesses to my lead list every single week and just reach out to them. This is how you move smarter as an operator and start thinking from a high level standpoint, thinking as a business owner rather than working on your business. Rather than working in your business, you're working on your business. And we'll move right along to prompt number 3, which is something that I use quite often, and it's calculating your profit margins. When you set up a new account, you really need to make sure your profit margins are as high as they can be. I know it sounds crazy, but you want to start as high as you can be with your profit margins, test the market, and see how they do. A lot of beginners confuse sales with profit, so do not be one of those people who is selling chocolate for $1 when chocolate is going to cost you at least $1.10 in most places in the country. This prompt simply says, act as a vending business profit margin calculator. For each product I give you, calculate cost per unit, selling price, gross profit, gross margins, markups, estimated monthly profit if I sell 10, 25, 50, 100. That'll give you an idea of what you need to sell to make the money that you want to make. Tell me which products are good, average, or bad for vending, and what prices I should charge to get at least a 50% gross margin. I try to aim for 75 to 100% gross margin because at the end of the day, you're spending time filling these machines, buying the product. You should turn over a good amount of money on them. You are in the convenience and service-based business. There is no competition near you, or at least there shouldn't be. So these machines are really what people go to when they want an impulse buy. So margins are very important to focus on. And jumping right along to number 4, build product lists by location type. Different locations need different products. A gym is not a warehouse. A hotel is not a laundromat. An office is not an auto repair shop. You kind of have to differentiate what location needs what, and this prompt is going to help you do that. Act as a vending machine product strategist. Create beginner product lists for gyms, warehouses, offices, schools, auto repair shops, laundromats, apartment buildings, barbershops, hotels, factories, car dealerships. For each one, give me the best drinks, best snacks, best products to avoid, healthy options, high margin items, premium items, suggested prices, and why these products fit for that consumer. If you're enjoying this video so far, please hit that like button, subscribe, leave a comment down below if you enjoyed getting these prompts. But right back to it, just stock what the customers want. You're going to learn over time what they want, and ChatGPT can help a little bit. It's not going to change the game, but it's going to help you at least quicker, make decisions quicker in your vending business rather than just thinking like, oh, what do I do? These are the prompts that are going to help you jump forward in this business. So prompt number 5 is decide if a location is worth it. Not every location is worth placing a machine at, and that's very important as a beginner to understand. Act as a vending business mentor. I am considered placing a vending machine at this location. Location type, number of employees, foot traffic, hours of operation, nearby options, commission requested, machine type. Give me a score 1 to 100, expected sales potential, best machine types, best products, red flags, questions to ask, whether I should say yes, negotiate, or walk away. This will save you a lot of time. I wish I had this prompt and ChatGPT when I started my business a decade ago, because there were plenty of locations I should have walked away from, and I did not. But a great location can make an average machine profitable. So a bad location can make a great machine feel broken, and that's very important to keep in mind. And lastly is just number 6. So creating a outreach script, because you're going to be reaching out to people, talking to people, knocking on doors, sending emails. It's very important to focus on sales. If you want my book, Vending Location Secrets, you could get that down on the link below. That's all about sales, all about this business and how to sell, because it's a different, unique type of sale. You're not just selling one time as much as you are selling them the vending machine, getting them to say yes and placing it. You're selling the placement of the vending machine, and then you have a recurring sales aspect to it as well. So here's the prompt. Act as a vending business sales coach. I am brand new to vending and want to contact businesses about placing a vending machine. Give me a cold call script, walk-in script, voicemail script, text message, email, follow-up message, and responses to objections like, we already have vending, not interested. How much does it cost? Do you pay commission? Let me think about it, and send me information. Your first goal is not to give a huge sales pitch. Your first goal is to start a conversation. Something simple, putting your name out there. Hey, my name is Dominic. I run a local vending service, and I wanted to see if you were open to having newer vending machines for your employees or customers. We handle everything from stocking, service, and maintenance. There's no work on your end. Simple, not desperate, and just kind of giving them a rundown of what exactly you're offering. I'm going to give you one bonus prompt here very quickly. For those that stay to the end, I'll also give you the QR code where you can download all these prompts so you have them on your phone. And the bonus prompt is simply this. It's me in your pocket. In a way, act as my vending business coach. I am a beginner starting from scratch. Build me a 30-day action plan to get my first vending machine location. Include what I should do each day, how many businesses to research, how many to call, how many to walk into, what scripts to use, what products to sell, what machines to compare, numbers to understand, and how to know when I'm ready and what types of machines to buy. Beginners don't need motivation. You don't need a motivation. Even if you're in the business, you need to just go out there and create systems that allow you to win. So in closing, these are the prompts that I would use if I was starting a vending machine business. Use AI to help you find locations, build leads, There's plenty of things that it can help you do, and we've, went over here, but simply remember this: AI does not replace action. You need to get out there, use these right now, call a location, send an email, send a text, leave a voicemail, make the calls, walk into businesses, follow up, service your machines. If this video helped you, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe for more vending business videos. There's about 400 on this channel for you to learn from, and comment prompts below if you want a part 2 of some of the advanced ChatGPT prompts that I use in my vending business. Leave a comment if you're just getting started, what you're doing, what types of machines you want, what are you scaling. And I really do appreciate you watching this video, and I will see you in the next video here soon. Peace.